So here we're given this sort of a symbolic operation, and that means that a, b, and k are positive integers, that a to the power of k is a divisor of b, which means b over a to the k is an integer. But b is not divisible by a to the power of k plus 1, is not an integer. Now, essentially, you can think of this as really a to the k times a to the 1. That's not an integer, which means that this resulting number is not divisible by a. So that's the interpretation. But here we're told that 2 to the k parallel, I'm just going to call the symbol parallel, 72, which means that 72 over 2 to the k is an integer, but 72 over 2 to the k plus 1 is not an integer. The question is, what is k equal to? So here, I'm going to do the prime factorization of 72 is 9 times 8, 72, which is 3 squared times 2 to the cube. So essentially 3 squared times 2 to the 3 over 2 to the k is an integer. And so k here is 3, so that would be an integer. And this would be 72 over 2 to the power of 4, which is not going to be an integer because there's only 3 2's. So k is actually equal to 3, which is answer choice B. But I also want to point out A is actually not the correct answer, and I want to go over that because that's important. A says, can k be 2? Well, k can be 2, meaning it will satisfy this condition, but it would not satisfy the second part of that because that would be 3 squared times 2 to the third. If k is 2, this would be 2 cubed, which is an integer. So here, that's why the answer is B, which is k is equal to 3.